This conference will now be recorded.
So before starting the session, today's session, I have got introduced to most of the students, and there's from Ahmedabad, few of them from Hyderabad. I have seen that, and rest of the people from the Kolkata, Howrah, I mean from West Bengal. Okay, so I hope we can start our session in English as well as Hindi. I can understand all of the three language, Bengali, English, and Hindi. If you have a doubt, you can ask in your comfortable language. Okay, so let's start. So before starting the e-filing session, I just wanted to know that what is tax, guys? आप लोग टैक्स के बारे में क्या जानते हो? मतलब टैक्स क्या होता है? What would think about the tax? And इंडिया में कितना तरह का टैक्स पाया जाता है? How many types of taxes are in India? If you guys are giving me the answers, it will be help for us to, the session will be like both way, matlab interactive sessions. So whatever you know regarding the taxation, types of taxation, you can share.
Hello,
Okay,
sir.
there's an
You are
answer
listening
from
to me?
Achal Shukla from is a government revenue. Yeah, please.
Sir,
Yes.
tax means hello.
Yeah, please, please.
The tax means whatever we earn, and in some percentage we pay some tax to government. Is I think that is tax.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Manan, your name, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, thank you. Yes, Achal Shukla is writing something, and maybe there are two type of taxes. Two type of taxes. Okay, there are two type of taxes. Yes, perfect. GST, income tax. Sanju Mandal is writing
yeah.
also.
Hmm.
GST is
Major
a
source
government
of
revenue.
revenue
Yes,
for government.
I'm getting few answers. Okay, thank you so much. See, if I'm going through the constitutional definition of the taxation, because since we are going to start the e-filing session, we are going to start some tax consulting session. So it's very much required what is tax? We should clear about the term, the meaning of taxation, classification. Okay, direct tax, indirect tax. Yes, I'm getting lots of answer in chat box. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, most of the answers is correct. And we all know that there are two type of taxation in India right now. There is a direct tax and indirect tax. So income tax and GST, there is a types of the direct tax and indirect tax. So before moving into the next session, we just clear the meaning of the tax. Okay, tax kya hai? So you can see in your screen, I have just written down the basic definition of the taxation. So as per the constitution, you can say that tax is a compulsory monetary payment to the government. जो आप already बोल चुके हो कि tax government के लिए revenue है, government को देना है, but it's compulsory. It's a payment to the government, and of course without proportionate return. And proportionate return means, see, whenever we are paying something to anyone, at the other end, we are getting something also, and this is known as consideration. इन लीगल टर्म वी कैन से कंसिडरेशन, मतलब आप कुछ दे रहे हो, बदले में आपको कुछ मिल भी रहा है, इसको हम लोग लीगल टर्म में बोलते हैं कंसिडरेशन. तो tax, whenever we are paying the tax to the government, so what are the things we are getting from the government? You can see right now in this current situation in India, not only in India, across the global. So what are the corona COVID-19 effects? So every government, be it Bengal government or central government or your Telangana government or Gujarat government, they are proposing some packages for the poor people, for the rural area people, how to get over this situation. So whatever the package, whatever the fund government are raising, most of the source are the revenue which government earn from the tax. So गवर्नमेंट को जो टैक्स मिला है फ्रॉम द पीपल ऑफ द इंडिया, फ्रॉम द सिटीजन ऑफ द इंडिया, अब गवर्नमेंट का बारी है उस टैक्स का पैसा ये इमरजेंसी पे काम में आए. तो बेसिकली हम लोग जब गवर्नमेंट में कोई टैक्स पे करते हैं, यस रिलीफ पैकेज यू कैन से दैट, जो भी रिलीफ पैकेज आज अनाउंस कर रहा है गवर्नमेंट, तो मोस्ट ऑफ द रिलीफ पैकेज के सोर्सेस आर द टैक्सेस. जीएसटी टैक्सेशन बोलो या फिर इनकम टैक्स के बोलो, जो भी गवर्नमेंट को आज मिला है टैक्सेशन, उसी के बेसिस पे गवर्नमेंट अनाउंस द रिलीफ फंड फॉर द कोविड-19 इफेक्ट अक्रॉस इंडिया. So guys, basically, tax is something which we need to pay compulsorily. We need to pay. Without proportionate return का मतलब होता है कि say for example, whenever we are paying something, जब हम लोग कुछ pay करते हैं, so basically we are getting return out of it. But tax में ऐसा हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता. What I am trying to say that कि if I am paying tax amount, say for example 5 lakh as income tax throughout the year, so I may or may not get the benefit equivalent amount of rupees 5 lakh. because we all know that in India there's a 130 crores population in India, but we are not everyone is a taxpayer to the government. But whatever the welfare government is doing every year wherever in India, so that is for all. It is not for the only for the taxpayer. So basically, whatever the definition you have said, it's almost correct. So basically, we are just wrapping up the definition. कि टैक्स कुछ नहीं है, एक कंपलसरी मॉनेटरी पेमेंट है जो गवर्नमेंट को करना पड़ता है हम लोग को, एंड ऑफ कोर्स उसके बदले में कुछ रिटर्न मिल भी सकता है, नहीं भी मिल सकता है. कैन नॉट एश्योर दैट कि अगर मैं 5,000 टैक्स पे कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे रिटर्न 5,000 का इक्विवेलेंट मिलेगा. I mean, if I'm paying tax amount, say for example 10,000, I may or may not get the benefit of amounting rupees 10,000. So that is a basic definition of the tax. Okay. Now move on to the classification. What is the classification of tax? As we all of you have said that yes, sir, direct tax and indirect tax. Of course, direct tax and indirect tax, there are two types of taxes. But ये direct tax, indirect tax क्या है? मतलब income tax को हम लोग क्यों direct tax बोलते हैं? GST को क्यों हम लोग indirect tax बोलते हैं? कौन से बेसिस से बोलते हैं? तो उसके लिए हम लोग दो शब्द से परिचित हो लेते हैं. We can understand the meaning of these two terms. That is incidence of tax and impact of tax. Okay, Sanju Mandal is saying indirect tax, GST, custom. Yes, Sanju is correct. Custom duty is also there. So what is the meaning of incidence of tax? What is the meaning of impact? If you understand properly, we can classify any taxation, whether it is a direct or indirect tax. What I'm trying to say that is, if I'm saying income tax is a direct tax or GST is an indirect tax in India. Now the question is arising, sir, why? Why you are saying that GST is an indirect tax and income tax is a direct tax? So the definition, I mean the reason behind that, incidence of such tax and impact of such tax. Incidence of tax means taxes paid to the government. देखिए टैक्स के ऊपर जो हक जो होता है वो सरकार का होता है. टैक्स का पैसा मिलना चाहिए सरकार को. Or we the citizen of India, we the resident of India, we have to pay the tax to our government most of the time. So whatever the tax we are going to pay to the government, remember the word government, that is called incidence of tax. And impact means the burden or liability of the tax. अगर हिंदी में बोले तो किसका जेब से ये पैसा जा रहा है, that is called impact. If you consider GST, so whenever we are purchasing the product, and in today's scenario also, we used to recharge our mobile phone, we used to recharge our DTH. So whatever the amount we are paying for that to avail such service, we are paying to number one, certain amount for services, and number two plus GST. Say for example, if you are recharging your mobile phone by package of rupees 199, so 199 is not the entire amount of tariff. That should be something different, and you are paying also GST also on that. And if you are a postpaid customer, so if your package is say for example 599, so you have to pay 599 plus 18% GST. So basically the amount of taxation, the amount of tax is made out of our pocket. हम लोग का जेब से वो टैक्स का पैसा जा रहा है. So that's why this is called impact of tax. Now, sir, how this two terminology or this two term will help us to understand the direct or indirect tax? Remember one word, if incidence of tax and impact of tax fall on same person, then such tax shall be called as direct tax. And if incidence of tax and impact of tax fall on different person, that time it will be called indirect tax. I repeat, जब incidence of tax and impact of tax fall on same person, जब ये दोनों same person के ऊपर जाएगा, that will be called direct tax. And जब incidence and impact दो अलग-अलग person के ऊपर जाएगा, that will be called indirect tax. Sanju is writing something. Reason is levy collect from the goods and services. Yes, of course, GST is definitely for the levy, or you can say this is the taxation collect for the goods and services. So guys, whenever you are purchasing something, let's consider as a GST. So whenever we are purchasing any goods or any services, so we are paying the entire amount to the supplier. If I am recharging my postpaid account, so I have to pay the entire amount to the mobile phone operator. I need to pay the entire amount to my mobile phone operator. So I am paying the amount of service, that is 599. What is my package? And of course, I need to pay the GST also. So the total amount of the bill will be 599 plus 18% GST is almost 690. So guys, हम लोग 90 रुपए GST के लिए दे रहे हैं और 599 सर्विस के लिए दे रहे हैं. तो हम लोग दोनों पैसे किसको दे रहे हैं? We are paying these two amounts to our supplier, our service provider. They are not the government. They are taking the money from us and they are depositing to the government. So that's why GST is called indirect tax, because GST का इंसिडेंस जो है वो सप्लायर के ऊपर आ रहा है, बिकॉज सप्लायर को जीएसटी जमा करना पड़ रहा है गवर्नमेंट को, और जीएसटी का जो पैसा है वो सप्लायर अपना जेब से नहीं दे रहा है. ही और शी इज नॉट पेइंग आउट ऑफ हिज और हर ओन पॉकेट. बेसिकली दे आर टेकिंग द अमाउंट फ्रॉम द कस्टमर फर्स्ट, rather they are collecting the amount from the customer first and then they are deposit to the government. So incidence of tax fall on the supplier and impact of such tax is fall on the consumer, and both are different. That's why GST is indirect tax. And if you consider the income tax, so in income tax, that incidence and impact both are fall on same person. Say for example, if you are earning salary, if you are doing business, it means that you are earning income. So you have to calculate your income first and then you need to pay the tax out of such income. So you are the person who is responsible for the calculation as well as payment the tax to the government, and you are the only person for doing such thing. It means that incidence of tax and impact of tax fall on same person, and that's why it is called direct tax. So guys, before starting the session and the core session of the today's discussion, I have thought that we need to discuss about the basic term regarding the tax and classification of tax. I hope it's clear to all of us. If anyone saying any comment, or if you are having any doubt, you can ask one by one. Nilesh, there is a doubt. Excise duty is also a part of the revenue for the government. Yes, Nilesh, excise duty is also part of the revenue for the government, but excise duty is subsumed by the GST. I am talking about present scenario of the Indian taxation, but only state excise law is there, and which is charged on only on alcoholic liquor manufacture. If you are from the any state, Nilesh, if you, it will be help me if you are saying that which state are you from. There is a two type of excise law there: state excise and central excise. So central excise is Gujarat. So Gujarat is a there is a prohibited in alcoholic liquor, so state excise may not be there. But if you are considering West Bengal, if you are considering Karnataka, so state excise basically charged on the manufacturing of alcoholic liquor. Okay, so excise duty is also part of the indirect tax, of course, but previously it was there. Service tax, excise duty were there, VAT, GST before the GST. But since GST has arrived, so GST has subsumed all the major indirect tax like excise duty, service tax, as well as VAT, GST. So right now you can say there is no excise duty at all, central excise duty, because GST has subsumed. So right now there will be supply. If there will be supply, so GST can be charged. Excise duty on petrol. Yeah, you can say excise duty on petrol. This is a revenue. Yes, yes, petroleum product is also coming under the. It's not coming under the GST right now. So yes, you can say VAT, GST, excise duty. This is charged on petroleum products, and that is indirect tax. That is indirect tax, and that revenue belongs to the central government. Whatever the excise duty is charged on the petroleum products, and that is totally given to the central government and is an indirect tax. Right now, petroleum products is totally out of gambit of GST. And yes, Neeraj, it is a part of the revenue for the government. So before 1 week earlier, there is a news in the market. Okay, in international market, there is a lots of price cut in petroleum products. You have heard this news. But when this news was flashed in media, that Indian government has took the decision, they have increased the price of the petrol and diesel. You have heard this news. It's hardly 1 week or 1.5 weeks earlier, and LPG, LPG price has been cut, but petrol and diesel price has been raised. So many economists has asked the question to the government why they have taken such decisions. Though some of the member of the government has explained that since government is not getting any kind of revenue from GST or income tax right now in this situation, so that's why government has decided to raise the price of the petroleum and diesel so that they can cope up the fiscal deficit what they are facing each and every year. Okay, so yes, again, this answer is excess duty is a part of the indirect tax, and of course, it's collected by the central government. Yeah, so finally, we have covered the basic part of the today's session, taxation. What is tax, what is direct tax and indirect tax. Now, we are going to just brief the entire topic of the session. Before moving into that part, if you guys have any queries, any doubt, or any input on this discussion, if you want to say something from your end, if you think that this thought should be shared to all of us, you can, you are welcome. Or else I'll proceed to the next part. आपको अगर कुछ बोलना है, जितना तक डिस्कशन हम लोग किए हैं, अगर कोई बात को लेकर डाउट है, कोई बात को अगर और एक बार आपको सुनना है, आप बोल सकते हो. Otherwise, I will move on to the next part. Manan is government internal decisions because government has thought that if the GST will be imposed on the petroleum product, the price of the petrol diesel will be reduced. But you know that very well. Every day in a single, not right now, if there is a no COVID-19 situation are there, अगर ऐसा नहीं होता तो हर रोज entire इंडिया में गैलन पे पेट्रोल डीजल कंज्यूम होता है. So if you are charging GST on petrol and diesel, whatever the international market price right now, if you are charging GST on petrol and diesel, so the price of the petrol diesel will getting reduced. Because if you consider the international market price of the petrol and diesel, it's very less. And why we are paying much more amount? Because we need to pay tax also. So as per our constitution, as per the GST law, the maximum rate of GST could be 40%. Right now in market, 28% will be there, but you can, when the government can increase up to 40%. So if I am taking that the price of the petrol or diesel, okay, before charging the tax is 40 rupees per liter, and if you are charging 40% on 40 rupees, so it will be becoming 16. So petrol diesel price could be near about 56 or 55. Okay, but you know that the government is getting revenue from petrol and diesel. If your government, you know, this leaving this revenue, I mean, if not taking the revenue by charging excise duty or VAT, government will suffer fiscal deficit more. Because हर साल हम लोग का जो बजट बनते हैं वो डेफिसिट बजट बनते हैं. तो अगर गवर्नमेंट पेट्रोल डीजल के ऊपर रेवेन्यू कम कर देगा तो डेफिसिट और बढ़ जाएगा. So that's why government is not taking petroleum products right now under the GST. But if they will think that it has to be come under the GST, they can impose GST on petroleum products. Okay. Okay, there's a request, explain the incidence of tax and impact of tax once more. Shweta is asking, Shashwata is asking, is VAT on alcoholic beverage? Answer is yes, sir. VAT is applicable still on alcoholic liquor and petroleum products. Achha, incidence of tax means, whatever the doubts is asked again, incidence of tax means taxes paid to the government. Whatever the tax we have, we need to pay to the government. So government को tax pay करने को हम लोग बोलते हैं incidence. And impact means उस tax का burden or liability. Okay, so that is the meaning of incidence of tax and impact of tax. And if it is person, then it is on direct tax, and if it is on different person, it will be indirect tax. Now it's a government internal discussion. Why VAT? Okay, it's a government decision. Okay, VAT should be continued on the petroleum products. Sorry, on alcoholic liquor. And what is the income tax return? Yes, Prabhakar, I'll be going into that part, income tax return part. That is our main agenda. Chances of the petrol percentage, sir, it will be depend on the government policy. Right now, we are not able to say that exactly what will be happen, but it will be depend. Acha, Nilesh is writing something. Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman amended the finance bill to raise the limit up to which the government can raise a special excise duty petrol diesel to disabled. Yes, Nilesh, you are right, absolutely correct. That's why government is raising the price of the petrol and diesel in Indian market also the total price has been get reduced. I mean, in international market. Rahul is saying, sir, example of direct tax. Rahul, income tax is an example of direct tax. Yes, ma'am. Okay, guys, now move on to the next part.
सर ये नोट कर लूं क्या, इसका वीडियो मिल जाएगा?
Yeah, note, you can note it down. Okay, guys, so move on to the next part of the session. So now the discussion about the e-filing. Okay, so today's session is the career on e-filing. So basically focus on that. So okay, sure, ma'am. So guys, now the question is e-filing. What is all about the e-filing? What are the scope of the e-filing? What is the meaning of e-filing, etc., etc. So one by one, I'm just going to discuss with that. See, in today's session, I'm totally focused on the income tax part, not the GST as well, because we have a separate session on GST. So in income tax, there is a two part are there. I mean, for e-filing part, those जगह है जहाँ पे हम लोग e-filing हम लोग का दरकार होता है. As a junior accountant or as a freelancer, you need to learn to work as a tax consultant in income tax field, especially in the direct tax field in India. Number one is the income tax return and number two is a TDS return. Okay, so TDS return, what is TDS, how the TDS return will be filed, so that will be a separate discussion. TDS stands for tax deducted at source. So whenever the company is paying such expenses like consultancy fees, audit fees, or any kind of contract fees, so definitely company is going to deduct some amount called TDS, and rest of the amount has to be paid to the assessee. So how the things are getting done, what will be the percentage of deduction, how to deposit the TDS, and after that how to file the return, definitely will be discussed on that matter on other day. But today I've thought that okay, let's discuss a matter on income tax, because right now we have just due our parent, I mean March end we have done it, but the government extended the date of return till 30th June for the belated file because of the COVID-19 effect in entire India. So let's discuss on that e-filing part. There's a question, after what amount of yearly income we have to pay income tax? What are the conditions? Yes, Prabhakar is asking some doubt. Yes, Prabhakar, one by one, I will answer your questions. Okay, so let's see, let's discuss. So because guys, what is the meaning of e-filing? Right now, abhi jo situation hai total. Once upon a time, we used to file the return on a manual part, like paper pen basis, but right now it's totally we are filing our return on electronic matter, and that is called e-filing. So currently in India, there is a 7 income tax return filer there, ITR 1 to ITR 7. You can see that ITR 1 to ITR 7, and you need to understand that what I mean, which type of ITR is applicable to whom, कौन सा ITR किसके लिए applicable होगा. So it depends on, Prabhakar, I am giving you the answer of your questions right now. So it depends on the income earned by the SSE. एक SSE का income कहाँ से हो रहा है, कितना income हो रहा है, उसके ऊपर depend करता है कि उनको कौन सा return file करना है. So before move into income tax filing part, you need to understand the name of the filing return, number one. And number two, what are the suitable ITRs for us to file the return? So ITR 1 is basically filed by whom? You can see there is an individual. We are all individual as per the Income Tax Act. As per the Income Tax Act, there is 7% individual, HUF, company, partnership, firm, okay, political, I mean local authority, something like that. So every individual having the salary income, you can write it down, you can see that having salary income and single house property, he or she must have, and income from other source like interest income, income from dividend, something like that. then he or she needs to file ITR 1. Okay, so basically ITR 1 उन्हीं लोग के लिए है जिन लोग का salaried income है, I mean a person who is earning the income from salary, they can file the ITR 1. Now move on to the ITR 2. You can see there is a difference between the ITR 1 and 2. First is individual, and in ITR 2 there is the HUF is also there. Hindu undivided family is also coming under the ITR 2. If SSC having every income apart from the business income छोड़ के अगर आपको कुछ भी income हो सकता है तो you can file ITR 2. Say for example, as per Income Tax Act, there are 5 heads of income. I repeat, as per the Income Tax Act, there are 5 heads of income. Number 1, income from house property, income from salary, business profession, capital gain and other sorts. So apart from the business income, you can file ITR 2. मतलब जिसका business income नहीं है, बाद में के सारा income है, they can file ITR 2. अच्छा, TTI stands for taxable total income. We will be discuss on that part. TTI stands for taxable total income, the full form of TTI. That means that income on which we are going to pay tax. And HUF means Hindu undivided family. There is a question writing what is the meaning of HUF. So HUF means is Hindu undivided family. Okay, so yes, Karta is a person who is the chief of that family, who is the head of that family. Achha, ITR 3. So from the ITR 3 onwards, we can file the return for the business. So ITR 3 can be filed by the individual HUF having PGBP income. Okay, PGBP income, it means that profits and gain from business and profession. Okay. Tanmay, I will discuss TTI. I will give you the example. You will understand better that time. So ITR 3 file करेगा जिन लोगों का business income होगा and liable for the tax audit. In income tax, there is a concept called tax audit. So if you are liable for tax audit, then you are about to file the ITR 3. Okay, and ITR 4 is also for the business income, but जो बंदा tax audit नहीं करवाएगा वो ITR 4 file करेगा. No ma'am, it's yearly filing. Whatever the ITR I am mentioning right now, it is filed yearly basis. GST file, it can be done on monthly basis or quarterly basis, or GST annual return like yearly basis, but income tax return is about to file on yearly basis. Okay, so ITR 3 onwards, we need to file the return if we are doing any business. अगर आप लोग कोई business income है आप लोग का, तो आप लोग के लिए ITR 3 हो सकता है, ITR 4 भी हो सकता है. अगर आप पार्टनरशिप फार्म हो तो आपके लिए ITR 5 होगा. कंपनी अगर है तो ITR 6, एंड आपका अगर पॉलिटिकल पार्टी, चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट, कुछ इस तरह का कोई जगह कंसर्न है, मतलब नॉन प्रॉफिट सीकिंग ऑर्गन कंसर्न, देन यू कैन फाइल द ITR 7. So basically these are the areas, I mean these are the ITR right now are available in the market as per the income tax, and we need to file on a yearly basis. Yes, ITR 4 I will explain today. My today's agenda will be ITR 4 because see, if you are not a qualified chartered accountant, so you are not able to sign any tax audit report, you are not allowed to file any tax audit return. But ITR 4 will be applicable to those person who is not able to conduct the tax audit. जिन लोग का tax audit नहीं होगा वो लोग ITR 4 file करेगा. So ITR 4 will definitely discuss. There is another question that it is also necessary to show the investment in stock and mutual fund in ITR. Yes, of course, investment in stock and mutual fund in ITR, it depends on Nilesh, your balance sheet. If you are you have done some investment and if you are earning income out of such investment, okay, be it capital gain or any kind of interest you are earning, then definitely you need to show into the ITR as an income. But whatever the amount of investment, Nilesh, you have to prepare the balance sheet for that, and that balance sheet you have to file with income tax. If you are filing that balance sheet with income tax, it means that you have defined the source of, so in future there will be no problem shall be arised. What about the standard deduction on this? All ITR is different for everyone. Dear sir, it depends on your status and whatever the investment you have done. Say for example, ATC, ATD, that are the deduction which can be done by individuals only. Company can never claim ATC or ATD. Okay, so that is a depend on the status of the SSC. guys, here we are going to file ITR 4. Today's session, I'm just going to show you how to file ITR 4 because it's a very short, and you can file for the any business man who is not liable for tax audit. हस्बैंड के नाम पे सिंगल हाउस है और सेकंड उसकी वाइफ के नाम पे है, तो यार तो कौन सा आइटम में आएगा? मैम, हस्बैंड के नाम पे एक हाउस है एंड वाइफ के नाम पे भी अलग हाउस है, तो इनकम टैक्स पे हस्बैंड का फाइल अलग जाएगा, वाइफ का फाइल अलग जाएगा। तो हस्बैंड के नाम पे जो घर रजिस्टर्ड है, दैट इज हस्बैंड के फाइल में जाएगा। इट कैन बी फाइल इन ITR 1 और एज वेल एज ITR 2 ऑल्सो, एंड सेम थिंग्स हैपन टू द वाइफ ऑल्सो। अगर घर का ओनरशिप अलग अलग हो जा रहा है, हस्बैंड के नाम पे सेपरेट घर है, सेपरेट फ्लैट है, वाइफ के नाम पे सेपरेट घर, सेपरेट फ्लैट है, तो दोनों का रिटर्न अलग अलग जाएगा। वाइफ का नाम पे रिटर्न अलग जाएगा, हस्बैंड के नाम पे रिटर्न अलग जाएगा। So it totally depends on the ratios and all that. But ma'am, return file selection, since you have a single house property, you can continue with ITR 1 if you are a salary earner, or you can file with ITR 2 also. और आपका अगर business income है and you are owning a house property, then definitely you have to file ITR 3. What are the file dates of investment in ITR 2? Or where to fill details? Nilesh, whenever you will be open the ITR 2, see, in ITR 2 you need not to fill the investment. You have to fill only income. Whatever the income you have earned from the investment, you need to show that one. You need not to quote your investment. If you are selling or purchasing some investment in shares, so definitely in capital gain segment you need to file that. ITR 4 and ITR 3 difference, you can say there's a tax audit. If you are liable to conduct tax audit, then you have to file ITR 3. If you are not liable to conduct tax audit, then you can continue with ITR 4. Anyone can file ITR if audit not required. Yes, Abhishek, anyone can file ITR if audit is not required, but the person who is filing the ITR, he or she must have the proper knowledge. I mean technical knowledge, so that it cannot be a default one. Tanmay is saying, sir, I have heard about the ITR V. Tanmay, it's ITR V is all about the acknowledgement. After the submitting the ITR, you will get an acknowledgement. That acknowledgement known as ITR V. Ma'am, HBL, I didn't get that term. Sohag is asking some question. How much I forego as HBL tax if I have no HBL? HBL, I didn't get, ma'am, this term. Can you repeat it again? Miss Sohag, if you repeat the term HBL, that will be help for me. I didn't get the term HBL. Housing loan. Yeah, if you have a housing loan, if you are paying EMI for your house, so you can get a deduction maximum up to 2 lakh for interest payment of such loan in 80C, maximum amount for self-occupied house property. And whatever the 80C, it will be the principal amount. Whatever you are repaying the principal amount, you will get the deduction under 80C, maximum 1.5 lakh. And whatever the interest you are paying for such loan, you will get the deduction, you will get the exemption, rather you can say the loss from house property in the house property section. So the total entire amount of EMI you can claim. Okay, you can claim that that part in your return, whatever the EMI you have paid. Okay, move on to the next part. Yes, 3 EMI left. 3
It's a
EMI.
80E.
Yes, 80.
EE होगा sir.
80E also, that is the for first time, ma'am. Okay, that
जिसमें
80
deduction
double E.
50,000 का मिलता है.
That is additional 50,000 deduction. You can take that, or else you can take the of interest part in 80. You can take the part of the 80C also, the principal part. Okay, and the interest part in 24B also.
Okay sir. Sir,
Okay.
I have a one question.
Yeah.
सर आपने बोला कि ITR 2 में आप प्रॉपर्टी का डिटेल्स फिलअप कर सकते हैं. सर उसमें अगर हम लोग मार्केट में कुछ भी स्टॉक इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं तो उसका भी डिटेल तो ITR 2 में फिलअप हो सकता है ना?
देखिए, income tax return means basically we are submitting the income. I mean the details of the income. So if you are investing any amount in share market or any kind of stock, so that is your investment. Investment is your asset. So if you are transfer your asset for the capital gain purpose, you need to mention, okay, what is your cost, what is your transfer value, and something like that. But whenever you are preparing the balance sheet, okay, so in balance sheet you have to mention the investment, and balance sheet we are going to upload in ITR 3 onwards. In ITR 2 there is no position for the balance sheet upload. In ITR 3, in ITR 4 we can upload the balance sheet.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
In proprietorship you can file ITR 3 if it is liable for tax audit, and if it is not liable for tax audit you can file ITR 4 also. Yes, all ITR 7 can file electronically e-file. If I am earned 1 lakh from shares one day, what type of need to file? ITR 2, Sangeeta ma'am, it's ITR 2. Whatever the shares market income you have, I mean interest income, capital gain, whatever you have earned, that is for ITR 2. So let's move on to the next part, please. This is the main things which you need to understand and we need to learn. See, ITR filing is a part of the clerical task. Okay, how to file ITR income tax 1, 2, 3, 4 return is a part of the clerical task, and you can easily learn and easily understand. But the main task for filing the ITR, what we need to learn, जो हम लोग को सीखना है, that is preparation of the income statement. Guys, this part is very much vital for us, and in our ICA, whenever we are teaching the income tax, especially we are focusing to our students. Basically we need to focus on the area के how to prepare the computation sheet. हम लोग के लिए सबसे important होता है computation sheet prepare करना for an SSC. Ankita, how can I independent tax professional in my career, sir? Yes, Ankita, you have to then you have to train yourself, especially the field of income tax filing, deduction chapter 6 knowledge, TDS filing. This part you have to learn properly, rather practically. And in income tax part, you need to learn how to file ITR along with how to prepare the computation for the SSC. SSC can be anyone. SSC can be salaried person, SSC can be businessman also. You have to understand, or rather you have to learn that how to prepare computation sheet for the SSC. So right now from next 10 minutes I am going to discuss with the documentation of the ITR कि अगर हम लोग कोई ITR फाइल करने जा रहे हैं किसी SSC का, तो क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंटेशन हम लोग के साथ रखना है. कल अगर कोई इनकम टैक्स का नोटिस आए, कल अगर कोई इनकम टैक्स का स्क्रूटनी हो, तो उन लोग के सामने क्या डॉक्यूमेंटेशन लेके जाना है, that we need to understand. Sir, is ITR can be avoided if I take housing loan or I save in EMI part? Which one is profitable? Ma'am, it will be better to file the IT can be avoided. You can get the benefit. You can get the benefit. Don't say avoid. You can get the benefit. Sadiq, it totally depends on the content of the course. Okay, कि कितना आप सीख रहे हो, कितने से आप ट्रेनिंग हो रहा है, it totally depend on that. Okay, so guys, please listen. That is very much important part for this discussion. So preparation of the income statement or summary. Guys, I'm taking one by one example. Say for example, salaried person. If you have got a client who is earning income from salary, तो अगर सैलरी इनकम किसी का हो रहा है तो उनके लिए आप क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंटेशन तैयार करोगे. सो पहला जो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन तैयार करना होगा, दैट विल बी योर इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न फाइल के लिए, दैट विल बी द कंप्यूटेशन शीट. कंप्यूटेशन शीट क्या होता है सर? कंप्यूटेशन शीट कुछ नहीं, उनका क्या क्या सोर्स, 5 हेड्स ऑफ इनकम आपको पता है, तो दिस इज द फॉर्मेट. ये फॉर्मेट आपको बनाना अच्छे से आना चाहिए. Guys, I am talking about those client who is not liable for tax audit. जिन लोग का टैक्स ऑडिट नहीं होता है. टैक्स ऑडिट होगा तो उन लोग के लिए रिपोर्ट अलग से जाएगा, रिपोर्ट वेरिफिकेशन अलग से होगा. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दोस क्लाइंट्स हु इज नॉट लायबल फॉर टैक्स ऑडिट. तो 5 हेड्स ऑफ इनकम जो है आपके सामने दिख रहा है, उसका पैटर्न आपको दिखाना पड़ेगा. देन डिडक्शन चैप्टर 6 से कोई पूछा था आज क्लास में, अ पर्सन हैज आस्क्ड दैट कि व्हाट अबाउट द डिडक्शन, स्टैंडर्ड डिडक्शन. सो एन इंडिविजुअल, इफ द केस बिलोंग्स टू एन इंडिविजुअल, so individual can claim 80C, 80D, 80TTA. These are the popular deduction which an individual can claim. So जिसमें जितना deductions claim किया, proper validity के साथ, proper documentation के साथ, वो amount आपको mention करना पड़ेगा. And उसके बाद जो आएगा, that will be your total taxable income. सो गाइस थोड़ी देर पहले कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे थे सर टीटीआई को एक बार समझा दीजिए, टीटीआई क्या है। तो दोस्तों ये टीटीआई है, मतलब आपका ग्रॉस टोटल इनकम से आपका डिडक्शन लेस करने के बाद जो आता है दैट इज योर टीटीआई, टैक्सेबल टोटल इनकम, एंड दैट इनकम इज लायबल फॉर टैक्स। ये इनकम के ऊपर टैक्स कैलकुलेट होता है। तो आपको पता है कि हाल ही में एक बजट में गवर्नमेंट ने 5 लाख तक लिमिट कर दिया गया। तो गवर्नमेंट ने जब जब लिमिट का बात करते कि इतना लाख तक टैक्स नहीं है, इतना लाख तक टैक्स नहीं देना होगा, सर दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट टीटीआई, टैक्सेबल टोटल इनकम। बट इस साल जो बजट का टीटीआई आया उसमें कुछ कंडीशंस भी दिया गया कि आप ये सेक्शन का डिडक्शन ले नहीं सकते हो, तब जाके आप नया स्लैब रेट ले सकते हो, समथिंग लाइक दैट। तो टैक्सेबल टोटल इनकम का मतलब होता है, द मीनिंग ऑफ टैक्सेबल टोटल इनकम इज दैट इनकम ऑन विच इनकम टैक्स इज बीइंग कैलकुलेटेड। ओके, एंड उसके बाद आप लोग का या
सर अभी 2-3 दिन पहले गवर्नमेंट ने अनाउंस किया कि जो 5 लाख का तक वो जिसने वो फाइल किया उनको रिफंड दे देंगे, वो क्या था सर रिफंड का?
अगर इफ यू हैव पेड मोर अमाउंट ऑफ टैक्सेशन, okay, more amount of tax you have paid, so government will calculate, government will assess that file again, and if there is any amount of excess amount will be there which you have paid on excess, that amount you will get refund in your account. ये प्लानिंग था गवर्नमेंट का, अगर कुछ एक्सेस आप दे चुके हो गवर्नमेंट के कैलकुलेशन हिसाब से अगर लग रहा है तो यू विल गेट दैट रिफंड।
तो वो
डिपेंड ऑन डिपार्टमेंट।
ओके ओके,
ये एटीसी एटीटी का बात नहीं है सर, एटीसी के एटीटी का बात नहीं है सर, ये टोटली डिपेंड करता है आपका जो इनकम शो किया हुआ है रिटर्न फाइलिंग में, जो इनकम कंप्यूटेशन आप की है उसका वैलिडिटी के ऊपर। ओके, इसका बोलते हैं कंप्यूटेशन। बोलिए
सर, आप जो रिफंड बता रहे हैं वो 87A में जाएगा ना, रिबेट के सेक्शन में?
87 है तो रिबेट है, वो तो रिबेट तो आप क्लेम किए हो, रिबेट वी नीड टू क्लेम बाय आवरसेल्फ।
ओके
ओके, यस रोहित, इंटरेस्ट मिलता है बट अभी कितना मिलेगा दैट इज कंफ्यूज, टोटली देयर इज अ डाउट, बट ये पर मंथ बेस पर एनम बेसिस पे वो लोग जो कैलकुलेट, बहुत लेस अमाउंट होता है रिफंड के ऊपर, बट रिफंड अमाउंट अगर क्लेम हो रहा है तो इंटरेस्ट के साथ ही मिलेगा आपको, एंड वो इंटरेस्ट गवर्नमेंट कैलकुलेट करके आपको देगा, वो आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते, गवर्नमेंट जितना कैलकुलेट करेगा उतना आपके अकाउंट में क्रेडिट होगा। अच्छा, देन ग्रॉस टैक्स पेबल, देन उसके बाद एक इंटरेस्ट वाला कॉलम आता है, इंटरेस्ट 234A, देन 234B, C, ऐसे बहुत सारा सेक्शंस होते हैं इंटरेस्ट के लिए। Sir, is rebate dissolved? No, is rebate is there, 12,500 you can claim rebate from this year onwards. Okay. Okay, Payal ji, I didn't get your question. Under section कौन से important है? I didn't get that question properly. If I write it down, it will be help for me. So guys, इस तरीके से हम लोग को मतलब इनकम टैक्स कंप्यूटेशन शीट हम लोग को प्रिपेयर करना पड़ता है, ठीक है? तो दैट इज द कंप्यूटेशन शीट, ये सबके लिए रहेगा। Guys, please listen to me carefully. If you are a businessman, if you are a salaried person, and if you are a only investor, मतलब आपका काम खाली इन्वेस्ट करना है, तो ये आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर आप बिजनेसमैन हो तो इसके साथ आपका जो और एक चीज बनेगा वो है बैलेंस शीट। Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand how to prepare the balance sheet, because मार्केट में जो लोग नॉन ऑडिटिंग वाला केस होगा वो लोग को आपको मतलब जो लोग आप अप्रोच करेगा, जो एसएससी आपके पास अप्रोच करेंगे, उस एसएससी के पास कोई ढंग का रिकॉर्ड नहीं रहेगा। आई मीन इन मार्केट यू विल गेट 2 टाइप ऑफ अकाउंट्स, नो रिकॉर्ड्स एंड इनकम्प्लीट रिकॉर्ड। तो आप इमेजिन करो आपका जो मोहल्ले में जो किराने का शॉप है, द ग्रोसरी शॉप वेयर यू आर विजिटेड एवरी डे, द गारमेंट शॉप, द मोबाइल फोन शॉप व्हिच यू यूज्ड टू विजिट एवरी डे, दे आर नॉट फॉलोइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ प्रॉपर अकाउंटिंग। But if they are approaching to you for filing their return, purpose can be anything. Purpose can be taken for loan or taking the loan. Purpose can be increase the CC limit, whatever. So they will approach to you, sir, please file the return and prepare the computation sheet and balance sheet. So guys, you have to understood how to prepare the balance sheet. So for businessman, you have to prepare the balance sheet for them. And remember one thing, in today's scenario, every bank, they are taking this format for preparation of the balance sheet, like company format. Okay, and after that you have to prepare the balance sheet note also. Okay guys, this is the area of learning. आप पूछ रहे थे कि सर इंडिपेंडेंट टैक्स प्रोफेशनल कैसे बनते हैं? सर हम लोग इंडिपेंडेंट टैक्स प्रोफेशनल बनने के लिए ये the balance sheet for an individual who does not have any books of accounts. मार्केट में एक ऐसा बंदा है जिससे कोई अकाउंट्स है ही नहीं, जिसके अकाउंट से मुझे बनाना पड़ेगा. अच्छा, 24 ABC is for house property pile, ma'am. Okay, 24 section 24 deals with house property. Acha, so then next part will be profit and loss account, and the format of will be the same as company format, more or less. And after that, you have to make the note of profit and loss account. Okay, so guys, if I'm going to explain it today, so it will take lots of time, you know, because it will take time usually in market. Whenever we are going to prepare it, it will take a little bit time. So here we have gathered together to understand that what are the documentation required for filing the income tax. अगर मुझे कोई एक income tax का client मिल जाए, तो how shall we file the income tax of this kind of client? तो if you have got a salaried person, अगर किसी का salaried income है, पूरा पैकेज, साल का पैकेज मान लो 6.5 lakh or something like that. So for salaried person, you have to prepare what? For salaried person, you have to prepare computation sheet. You have to prepare computation sheet. I hope you remember the computation sheet. I have shown you above the computation sheet part. This is the computation sheet. This computation sheet is common for all, be it salaried person, be it businessman. Okay, and then balance sheet for the salaried person. Personal balance sheet. Whatever the asset he or she has acquired, whatever the investment he or she has done, the personal balance sheet, computation sheet, okay, and tax payment challan. These are the documentation you have to keep yourself. Number one. Number two, in case of a businessman, what we need to follow? In case of businessman, you have to add two more things, that is balance sheet for the financial year and profit and loss account for the financial year to complete the return for the businessman. Okay, there is a question, documents for pension holder. Tanmay, that is computation sheet and balance sheet. Pension holder shall be considered as salaried if there is a first party pension. Okay, so you have to prepare computation sheet as well as you have to prepare a balance sheet if it is possible. So ladies and gentlemen, before proceeding into the e-filing, I mean before proceeding into the income tax return or ITR 4, ITR 3, you have to prepare this kind of document. अगर document बन गया तो ITR file only copy paste रह जाएगा. So our primary focus on this particular part, on this particular scenario, how to make the documentation for income tax filing, be it for income tax, I mean be it for salaried person, be it for businessman. Okay. Section 140, yes, section 140 subsection 1 is a return filing section, the regular one. Okay, that's a different kind of return is like belated file, revised return. That is different thing, Manan. But the regular return which we are going to file, that is the you have mentioned the section. So guys, these are the documentation part which we need to understand very well. Now move on to the income tax portal, from where we will get all the return form. So till now, guys, if you have any doubt, you can ask in inbox, or else you can unmute yourself and raise your doubt. Move on to the next part. So guys, this is the official website for the income tax, from where we can get all the return filing and all. Like in e-file, I mean the name of the website is Income Tax India e-filing.gov.in. Okay, the name of the website is Income Tax India e-filing.gov.in. You can access this site from laptop, from desktop, from phone also, from mobile phone also. But you cannot open the return file from your phone. Then definitely you have to browse it from your laptop or desktop. The website name is Income Tax India. Income Tax India e-filing.gov.in. This is the name of the official website. So this is our official website for income tax, and to see the return form, you can go to the download section. You can see there is a download section. So IIT return preparation software. So here we are going to learn it on offline mode. You can file return online mode as well as offline mode. ITR 1 and ITR 4 you can file only online mode, and ITR 2, 3, 4, 5 you have to file on offline mode. Okay.
Sarfaraz sir. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Sarfaraz
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I just want to take, I told you that at 12 o'clock I would like to join in. So the session is going brilliant. I'm seeing a lot of questions coming in and you are addressing those questions. But for the
Yes, ma'am.
audience, I have a surprise. And in ICA, as you take all the classes of this tax part, so you are very well aware of it. So I have today's audience who 100 and 120 audience who have joined into us for this session. We have a surprise gift for them. This course, what Sarfaraz sir is right now teaching at ICA, the price of the course is 19,999. But people who are joining, who has joined this session today with online free class, we have an offer for them. We have an offer for them. The same course fee is getting offered at only 399. 3999, 3,999. Sarfaraz sir, do you have that slide? Quickly, can you take that slide to slide?
Yes, ma'am. I have that.
You just take me through that slide. You just take me through the slide first. The course fee, which the course that we are, the taxation module is a very big module in ICA. And the ticket size, the price of the course is 19,999. But students and tax interested people who have joined in today, for them, we are offering this course only at a throwaway price, which is 3,999. Which is 3,999, and the registration is open till 2 o'clock today. Within 2 o'clock, whosoever wants to do this course, it is a 25 class course, and we will be completing before the lockdown is over. So whosoever is willing to join, we are going to give them in 3,999. For that, they have to pay 299 as registration fees. So 299 is the registration fees. Today you have to pay, and 3,999 will be your course fees, which is actual course fees is 1,999, 19,999. जो भी आज इस सेशन में ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो, कोर्स में ज्वाइन करना चाहते हो, registration fee is only 300 rupees, 299. We will be sharing you the Google Pay account also. You can take the screen. सर एक बार स्क्रीन दिखाइए उसका उनका गूगल पे का एक बार स्क्रीन दिखाइए. हाँ, स्लाइड शो कीजिए सर, सब दिख सके. स्लाइड शो कीजिए. मैं चाहती हूँ कि जो भी जिस कोने में भी, इंडिया की जिस कोने में भी आप हो, इस स्लाइड का आप एक बार स्लाइड शो कर दीजिए सरपंच सर.
Yes, ma'am.
जो भी करना चाहते हैं इस स्लाइड, ये स्लाइड शो में देख लीजिए. इस स्लाइड शो में देखेंगे तो आपको गूगल पे, गूगल अकाउंट का मिल जाएगा. तो इंडिया की जिस कोने में भी आप हो, इनका थोड़ा सा वो ले लीजिए, व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड, स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. And so you have to pay only 299 as registration fees, and 3,999 is the course fees. And your registration opens now until 2 o'clock. जो भी 2 बजे तक इसमें करेंगे, रजिस्ट्रेशन करेंगे, उनको हम ये सेम मॉड्यूल वॉट एवर सरफराज सर इज टीचिंग विथ एडिशनली हम लोग टीडीएस भी सिखाएंगे, फ्री टीडीएस एंड इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न फाइलिंग सिखाएंगे. And that course fee is 3,999. But the actual course fee आज 2 बजे के बाद जो भी इंटरेस्टेड होंगे उन लोगों के लिए है 19,000. So 2 बजे के अंदर 300 रुपया देके आप लोग 299 देके आप रजिस्ट्रेशन कीजिए, तो आपका कोर्स फी होगा 3,999. This is the Google Pay and Phone Pay account of all the locations, Dalhousie, Chaurangi, which is for Calcutta, Hyderabad, Vadodara, and Ahmedabad. People who are from Bangalore, they can use this Hyderabad account. Okay. So this is the surprise that I had for the attendee. This is a very important subject. So, sir, you can continue. But this phone पे and this Google पे account का आप लोग screenshot ले लीजिए ताकि आप लोग इसमें ज्वाइन कर सके. आज 2 बजे तक रजिस्ट्रेशन खोला है. थैंक यू सो मच. हम लोग चैट बॉक्स देख रहे हैं. चैट बॉक्स में वी विल बी आंसरिंग एंड वी विल बी रिप्लाइंग. अब चैट बॉक्स में इंटरेस्टेड कैंडिडेट whosoever is interested to take the course fee by 2 p.m. just need to pay 299 and you start your class and pay rest 3999 through this Google Pay account. Okay. No, we do not accept credit card. We only accept if you are interested in paying in credit card, we can try and you just write interested, so we will be getting in touch with you. Awesome. We are already got 10 registration. Thank you so much. There are names I'm seeing. Shubir Majumdar, फिर Sani Srivastava from Hyderabad. Thank you, sir. We have a very big accounting team. They are confirming you back about your registration fees that we have already received. We have already received registration from Hema Priya. Thank you so much, Hema Priya. My team will be confirming you. Then we have already received registration from T. Raju. Thank you, T. Raju. Our team is going to coordinate with you. And just whosoever is interested for registration, just use the chat box. So I will not take much time of Sarfaraz sir. Sarfaraz sir, you carry on with your presentation, sir. Carry on with your presentation. We are closely monitoring the chat box. People who are interested,
sure.
just say yes in the chat box. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, guys, so let's the last part of our discussion. So let's conclude the session. So here we are going to show how to file ITR 4, how to download the ITR, okay, how to fill the ITR, what are the information is required to fill the ITR, everything. So whenever we'll be starting the detailed class, see, this is this webinar is arranged for to discuss with you guys what are the scopes of the filing, and the most of the important thing is it's very easy. It's not like that case. It's not like a rocket science part key we are not able to handle it or something like that. Nothing like that. If you feel that yes, you have a potentiality to become a tax consultant, you can definitely, you have to approach it. I repeat, to file income tax return by your own, it's only required the practical training. I mean the proper training in the sense there's a technical knowledge. Okay, if I'm going to file ITR 4, so first the query is, sir, ITR 4 is for whom? किन के लिए मैं ITR 4 फाइल करूंगा? It can be anyone. No, dear sir and dear ma'am, we can file ITR 4 for those SSC. I repeat, for those SSC जिनका tax audit नहीं होता है, and of course जो business में engage है. I am the salaried one. मेरा tax audit तो कोई सवाल ही नहीं आता है. I'll not file ITR 4. I'm a businessman. I'm a small businessman. My turnover is not that much to get myself tax audit, so I can file ITR 4. So it's very simple return, and it's very wide applicable, wide applicable return in the market, because in India, if you categorically, if you can find out your business, so not every business is liable for tax audit. The small business, the medium sector of business, they can file ITR 4 because they are not, they don't have the tax audit compulsion. So guys, to file income tax return file, there is a two type of options are there, Java and Excel. Guys, in ICA, basically, I always prefer Java. We also prefer the Java, because Java format will help you a lot for filing the ITR. This is the software has been developed by the government, not from by the any private companies or something like that. So you can use it from anywhere. And what you are supposed to do, you have only installed the Java in your laptop or desktop so that you can open the Java file. So I'll be downloading the Java one. And to download the ITR file, you need not to be registered anywhere else. You need not to be a taxpayer. You can download anytime, anywhere. Okay. So these are download options.
सर एक क्वेश्चन है, मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है। हेलो
बोलो 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 बोलो।
सर, बोल रहे हैं कि सर ITR 4 में जिसका हम प्रोप्राइटरशिप फार्म का जो हम ITR 4 बना रहा है, उसी टाइम में जो बैलेंस शीट बना रहा है, उसका बैलेंस शीट का जो हेड का जो हम फिगर देंगे, वो सब वो मतलब एजम्पशन बेस होता है, क्योंकि उसका तो कोई बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स है ही नहीं। सो कोई एजम्पशन बेस कोई एक एस्टिमेटेड होगा ना?
Guys, we have a question from Sabyasachi, I guess. So guys, yes, assumption ताकि वो valid लगे.
हाँ,
Assumption in the sense, say for example, your proprietor has मतलब have done some LIC. Your proprietor has done some PPF, some FD. So that information you have to collect from your proprietor. You have to calculate and you have to put it in the balance sheet. And whatever the value of fixed asset, whatever the value of the land which is held by him, whatever the land of value of building, that you can assume for the time being. But your assumption should be at par. Nothing like your assumption should be that much it's not reliable. Getting my point? So there is a certain calculations are there. You will definitely you are able to calculate that. So it's not a big deal. You will be understanding. Okay, so no problem. So guys, please remember, TDS return form हो या income tax हो या GST हो, कोई भी return form जब आप download करोगे, it will be coming as a zip folder. It will be coming as a zip folder. Okay, so you have to click on it and unzip first ITR 4, whatever the ITR you have. So you'll be getting unzipped folder like this. Click on it and you will get lots of options over here. Remember, in case of Java, this sign will be your return form. So if you double click on it, so you'll open the ITR 4. Okay. So right now we are okay. Now you can see how the return filing is return form is showing. So this is the ITR 4 picture. This is offline mode, huh? You can file it online also, but since the due date has over and we are doing a demo session, that's why I have chosen the offline mode. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a 5 tabs are there and ATG 6 tabs are there. So this very small return which you can file anytime and it's very easy to learn. Okay. So this is the first page. It's all about the personal information. And in Java as well as in Excel, we have a pre-fill option. What I'm trying to say that okay, this page we need not to file by manually typing it over it. We can download a pre-fill option from the website and you can pre-fill it. So this is all about the personal information about your client. Okay, what is his or her address? Okay, town, city, district, and something like that. Next part is income details. You need not to fill this part. This will be automatically filed. BP, you have to come under the BP. BP stands for business and profession. You have heard that if you have business income, then you are allowed to file ITR 4 and not liable for tax audit also. So in business profession, you have to upload all your balance sheet and your profit and loss account. So in BP, you have to write it down. E1B, you have to write it down total sale. Guys, I'm just giving you a brief idea what are the area we need to focus at a time of filing ITR 4 and from where we will get the information. Since we are doing a very short duration classes or short duration webinar, so I'm just going to share with you a basic information or basic the things regarding the ITR. So this is a E1B is the area where you need to fill your total sale. So from where you will get your sales, your profit and loss account. You remember I told you earlier you have to prepare profit and loss account balance sheet. So here you have a profit and loss account. here you have a profit and loss account, from where you will get your total sale. So you can see the total sale of my client for that particular financial year is 43,48,172. You have to copy this amount from here and you have to write it down over there. So if you are able to prepare the balance sheet and PL, I repeat boys and girls, अगर आप लोग को बैलेंस शीट पीएल बनाना आ चुका है, आप अगर समझ जाते हो कि हाउ टू प्रिपेयर बैलेंस शीट एंड पीएल फॉर द इंडिविजुअल्स, तो ITR 4 लिटरली आपके लिए 10 से 15 मिनट का टास्क बन जाएगा, बिकॉज इसमें खाली कॉपी पेस्ट ही करने हैं हम लोग को. जैसे कि पहला कॉपी पेस्ट किया हम लोग का सेल अमाउंट, कहां where we have copied it, E1B. In the tab E1B we have copy and we have paste that. Next move on to the part E2. E2B is for the net profit. E2B is the part for the net profit. So from where we will get the net profit, sir? Again we will get it from the profit and loss account. You can see in profit and loss account there is a net profit for the year and this is the amount. How much it is? 3,75,180. You just copy this amount and you have to paste over there. And after putting all the information, if your client does not have any GST option, you have to come across and the last part of the return of this page, you will get a chance to upload the balance sheet. E11 onwards, you have to update your balance sheet. From where you will update the balance sheet? From the balance sheet what you have prepared for your client. So guys, these are the 80% task of the ITR 4. And
Sir, I have
previously there was
another
no
question.
option. Yeah, please.
सर बोल रहे कि यहाँ पे जो बैंक अकाउंट हमको डालना है ना, बैंक बैलेंस, सर ये सर क्या करंट अकाउंट का बैलेंस होगा क्या, वो एसएससी का पर्सनल सेविंग्स भी हो सकते हैं?
See, if you are doing a business, so definitely you must have the current account. So you have to update the current account, obviously. And if you have a personal account also, apart from your current account, you have a savings account. You know that every bank have done the KYC. Okay, so you have submitted your PAN, you have submitted your Aadhaar. So if you are hiding anything, there will be no benefit, sir. Income tax will definitely get the information from your savings account. That power they have.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so it's totally depends on you guys. At least one bank you have to upload, at least one bank, and if you have to add more, you can. That is optional. But my
Okay.
opinion, we have done our KYC to our bank, so we have to update all the information.
It's both
Because anytime-
current and personal saving.
Current as well as saving for the proprietary concern. For the proprietary concern.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
So if you are not able to upload that, sir, income tax has a chance. They can easily fetch that detail from the bank.
Exactly.
Okay.
There is no scope to hide anything.
There is no scope to hiding anything.
Right, sir,
Okay.
right.
So guys, this is the area from where we need to upload the balance sheet. And guys, don't worry. It's a very simple task. You can see capital, unsecured loans, syndicators, other liabilities. This information you will get it from your balance sheet. Whatever the balance sheet you have prepared, from the balance sheet onwards, you will get the information. So every time I am focusing on more on this computation rather than the ITR 4. So I hope you guys have understood that to file ITR 4, you need to prepare profit and loss and balance sheet. So your learning area should be preparation of balance sheet and PL, apart from the ITR 4. Same thing will be the ITR 3 also, same thing with ITR 5 as well as ITR 6. So in ICA, we will train our students how to prepare balance sheet, how to prepare computation sheet with the practical data one, so that you can work practical individually for your own client, for your own business. And definitely you will get to learn how to upload in original ITR form also. Okay, yes, anyone is asking something. Yes, please, sir.
हेलो
Yeah, please.
सर, टैक्स प्लानिंग की हम जो बात कर रहे हैं, उसमें मैंने बहुत सुना है कई लोगों को कि टैक्स प्लानिंग जैसे हम फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग करते हैं वैसे टैक्स प्लानिंग कैसे करना होता है?
Sir, this is a very wide angle discussion. Tax planning करना, it depends on your client information.
Okay.
Tax planning doesn't mean that hide of income of your client. Rather, you can help your client to reduce the tax liability in a professional manner. Okay. So there are lots of scopes are there. It depends on your based on income. Say for example, if you are a salaried person, okay, and if you want to plan your tax accordingly, how can you reduce your tax? So definitely
Okay.
lots of investment options are there. You can invest that option. You can definitely it means you will get that deduction. But your client will ask, आपका client आपको पूछेगा कि भाई अगर पैसा देके मुझे डिडक्शन लेना है तो डेफिनेटली मैं टैक्स ही दे दूंगा, कुछ ऐसा उपाय बताओ कि पैसे का पैसे भी रह जाए और टैक्स भी बच जाए। आई गेस मनन सर आप ये पूछ रहे थे शायद कि ये कैसे हो सकता है, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So definitely sir, we will discuss the drone training, because since we are doing the online session, so there are lots of way out. You can definitely reduce the tax, lots of way out.
Okay.
Sometimes abide by the law, sometimes you can take the advantage of the law, the misinterpretation of the law. So you need to find out those areas, the loopholes, okay, where the law is silent.
Okay.
Because in Indian scenario, a person who having that kind of knowledge, that person will definitely shine in the market. Because every time people will think that how can I reduce my tax liability? सर पैसा देके का टैक्स लायबिलिटी कम करना है तो उससे अच्छा टैक्स भी पे कर दूं, उससे अच्छा तो गवर्नमेंट का मेरा अच्छी इमेज ही बनेगा। सर वो सिखाइए ना कि पैसा मेरा घर पे ही रहे और टैक्स भी ना देना पड़े। सर ऐसा भी होता है, बट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द loopholes area of the taxation and all that. So definitely, if Manan will do in future classes together, so definitely we'll discuss the matter. So no problem at all.
इससे मतलब वो भी हो जाएगा कि आप कितने अच्छे टैक्स प्लानर बन सकते हो। या
of course, obviously, and totally that depends on your dedication and your case law solving ability. That not book can teach you that part. Only practical knowledge can help you, because client can be anyone. Okay, so you have to move accordingly. Okay, that can be solved, sir, no issues. Okay, yeah. So yes guys, anyone having any doubt? So we are almost finished the ITR 4. Yeah
sir, one more question, last. I will not take much time.
No, please, you can ask, no issues, sir.
सर अभी जैसे मैं तो खुद का वो कर रहा हूँ ये टैक्स फाइलिंग, जैसे दूसरे का मतलब उसके लिए बेसिक मतलब इतना ही नॉलेज होना चाहिए या इससे ज्यादा, जैसे कोई या डिग्री या प्रोफेशनल कोर्स करना?
डिग्री, सी आई टोल्ड यू अर्लियर सर कि इफ देयर इज अ सिग्नेचर रिक्वायरमेंट, सो यू मस्ट बिकम अ सिग्नेटरी अथॉरिटी, यू मस्ट बिकम अ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट if there is a signature requirement of signature. Say for example, if you are applying for the that loan kind of e-mudra loan or kind of startup loan, so bank will ask for that, please submit your projection along with the attachment of the CA signed file, signature copy file. That time signature is required, sir, but the paperwork, be it signed by the CA, be it signed by someone else, the paperwork has to be done. You need to understand how to done all the paperwork. So we need to understand the paperwork, sir. So paperwork training you can be learned practically. Obviously, practical things आपको help करेगा. कोई किताब, कोई आपका notes इसको guide नहीं करेगा, because sky is the limit in practical life. So you have to understand the approach, how to start. I have got a client from a manufacturing sector. So how to start his filing. I have got a client from service sector. तो industry knowledge चाहिए, इंडस्ट्री का ट्रेंड आपको फॉलो करना चाहिए कि इंडस्ट्री में क्या होता है, क्या, जैसे कि सौम्य ने थोड़ी देर पहले पूछा एजम्पशंस, तो एजम्पशंस कुछ ऐसा करो ताकि इंडस्ट्री उसको एक्सेप्ट करे। से फॉर एग्जांपल कोविड-19 का जो एग्जांपल जो चल रहा है सिचुएशन अभी, तो मोस्ट ऑफ द अफेक्टेड इंडस्ट्री विल बी द ट्रैवल एंड टूरिज्म. They are very much in danger because they are saying that if the situation will over, the people will not starting the tour. First of all, there will be lots of fear in the market कि घूमने जाएंगे तो क्या होगा, इस जगह पे तो COVID-19 आया था, तो that industry will going to be hampered as per the expert industry part. Not only them, manufacturing sector is also coming under that also, but there is a thing, sir. तो it depends कि आपको इंडस्ट्री में क्या क्या assumptions होता है, तो ये थिंक आपको एक अच्छे से अप्रोच is important. How to start? If I've got a file from a trader, so how shall you start filing for the trader? कैसे उनका बैलेंस शीट बनाया जाए, उनसे क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस पूछा जाए, दैट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. तो हम लोग क्लासरूम पे ये सब डिस्कस करते हैं कि हम लोग जो नॉलेज सीखते हैं इन आवर सीए करिकुलम, you can say in our MCOM or BCom or MBA in finance, so we are doing the same thing but in a practical manner. Practical manner in the sense, if I've got a client from a market who is to deal in stationery books selling or selling the ready-made garments, how shall I start approach to him or her for filing his or her return? The question is very much important. तो अभी जो चीज कर रहे हैं सर, दैट इज अ टेक्निकल वन, कि मुझे सब कुछ मिल गया है, मैं तैयार कर लूं, मैं अपलोड कर रहा हूँ, बट सर पूरा पिक्चर है आपका इसके अंदर। दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट एरिया, अंडरस्टैंड।
क्योंकि यही नहीं होगा तो फाइलिंग कैसे होगा?
Of course, if we are not able to prepare this one, how can we proceed with ITR 1, 2, 3, whatever? Be it tax audit or non-tax audit, whatever be the, sir, हम लोग को तो सीखना तो पहले यही है. Even GST also. In GST also, we need to understand the computation part as well.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So I hope
Sir, 1 minute,
yeah.
sir. 1 minute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, please finish.
Sir,
finish
SAP
first,
क्या है? SAP.
SAP एक सॉफ्टवेयर है सर, ERP सॉफ्टवेयर. Okay, system application product for data processing.
Okay.
And that is another aspect. Okay, so where we can do accounting task, non-accounting task also, HR part also.
Okay.
So that we are also we are trained.
Hello.
जैसे सर
Hello.
पहले
Sarfaraz
ERP
sir,
जैसा है
ACP.
अलग है उससे?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sarfaraz sir and the audience, ACP के ऊपर हम लोग अलग सेशन करेंगे. So here we would only like to address the question which is related to taxation, and I would request people who are interested, please see there we have given your city wise phone numbers, and वहाँ पे आप लोग UPI हम लोग डिटेल्स भी दिए हैं. प्लीज आप लोग वहाँ पे रजिस्टर कीजिए. रजिस्टर करके ये कोर्स जो हम लोग दे रहे हैं, जो इट इज 3999, which is a very negligible amount, ये देके I would request you to attend the class. In the class we will be giving much more details and all practical data के ऊपर पढ़ाई होगी, and it is online class, so 1.5 hour every day का class होगा, and सारी चीज आपको सिखाया जाएगा. So by the time lockdown gets over, you will be job ready. Okay. Sarfaraz sir,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
is this the is it the concluding slide?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. This is the conclusion one.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sarfaraz sir, for your wonderful presentation. I guess the students have thoroughly enjoyed, and people who are interested, I would request them to register themselves with 2999 only by 2 p.m. 2 बजे के बाद जो भी आएंगे उन लोगों को भर्ती होने के लिए 19,900 देना पड़ेगा, एंड 2 बजे के अंदर जो रजिस्टर कर रहे हैं 300 रुपीज देके उन लोगों को हम 3999 में ये सेम कोर्स कराएंगे. 25 क्लासेस ऑल ऑनलाइन, कहीं पे आना नहीं होगा, घर में बैठ के 1.5 घंटा स्पेयर करके ये सारी चीज आप सीख जाओगे, एंड उसके बाद कैसे ये टैक्स कंसल्टेंट का काम आप कर सकते हो, सारे ट्रबल शूटिंग. We have our expert team who will be helping you on everyday basis.
Okay.
So I would request all the participants to get connected with the phone number that we have given. Dalhousie, Chaurungi, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Vadodara. आप लोगों को कॉन्स्टेंटली सपोर्ट किया जाएगा. सपोर्ट के बारे में बिल्कुल कोई भी चिंता मत रखिए. You register yourself within 2 p.m. by paying 299, and then 3999 is your course fees. We would want you to utilize this time of lockdown productively so that you can earn for yourself. Okay. Next session we would be doing on taxes, and ये session के बाद ये session का recording आपको भेजा जाएगा. A small feedback form we are going to send. Just fill the feedback form. एंड आप लोगों को एक लिंक भेजा जाएगा. उस लिंक को आप अगर किसी को रेफर करते हो, 5 आपकी दोस्त हो सकते हैं, रिलेटिव हो सकते हैं, तो 5 दोस्त या रिलेटिव को आप रेफर कीजिए. वी आर गोइंग टू गिव अट्रैक्टिव प्राइजेस फॉर पीपल जो दूसरों को रेफर करते हैं. नो रेफरल से अगर हम लोग की वेबिनार ज्वाइन करते हैं. ओके. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ऑल ऑफ योर प्रेजेंस. आप लोग को ये रिकॉर्डिंग भेजा जाएगा इस सेमिनार का, एंड 2 बजे तक 299 ओनली यू हैव टू पे टू रजिस्टर टू अवेल द कोर्स फी व्हिच इज 3999. फोन नंबर्स, सरफराज सर एक बार यूपीआई डिटेल्स वाला स्लाइड दिखा दीजिए ताकि जो भी अभी तक है वो लोग कैन टेक द स्क्रीनशॉट ऑफ दैट UPI of city wise UPIs का जो UPI नंबर्स का गूगल पे है, वहाँ पे फोन पे है, आप लोग स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. Any questions anyone has, you just type in the chat box. Sarfaraz sir will take another 5 minutes. We have to wrap it up because second session people are waiting for the next session, which we are going to conduct on the same topic. So Sarfaraz sir will again deliver to the next session. I'm extremely sorry to say the sessions are going extremely full and we are getting extremely good response. So if you have any questions, just type in the chat box quickly. Next 5 minutes.
Yeah, Maran, you will get that. You will get that feedback form. No issues. After the session, you will get the recording as well as feedback form.
Okay.
Is anyone having any doubts regarding ITR filing or queries in your mind regarding taxation, consultancy, whatever? You
Please,
can ask.
please.
They're open to ask.
We can ask. We will wait till 12:35. We will wait till 12:35 to address your questions.
हेलो
Yeah.
हेलो
Yeah. Hello. बोलिए.
सर ये ऑफलाइन क्लास में अगर एडमिशन लेना है तो क्या करना है?
Ma'am, anyone is asking is offline admission.
आपकी लोकेशन, where is your location,
हैदराबाद
sir?
हैदराबाद अमीरपेट मुझे नजदीक रहेगा.
हैदराबाद आपका नजदीक रहेगा. आप एक नंबर्स मैं देती हूँ 900.
I have the address. I have the address. I have the address.
And you have the phone number. You have
Yeah,
the
everything.
phone
I
number?
visited also your office.
Okay then, we would be देखिए सब कुछ डिपेंड करता है लॉकडाउन कब ओपन करती है. As far as we received the information, Telangana government has extended this to up to 30th May, I suppose. So offline classes will be in the office, but online classes, जो 25 classes we are going to offer, that will be purely online. And ये online classes means we will be clearing all doubts. Our expert CA faculty and tax consultant will be taking the classes.
नहीं, मुझे जीएसटी भी ये करना है. जीएसटी along with taxation. जीएसटी also.
GST, I know sir. So if GST आपको करना है offline नहीं online भी आप कर सकते हो. Next session is on GST, so we will be sending you the invitation, sir. You join in there, you check how we are teaching GST, what are the modules, how we are going to provide the learning methodology. So I would request you to be there and just post your phone number in the chat box. Just post your phone number in the chat box so we can connect you.
I'm unable to click down the chat box, madam.
अच्छा, what's your name, sir? What's your name?
सैयद
आपका
अशफाक
नाम
अहमद.
बोलिए सर.
सैयद अशफाक अहमद.
सैयद अशफाक अहमद. I am Ahmed. Okay, sir, आपका डेटा मेरे पास हो जाएगा. So we are connecting you. Give me 5-10 minutes. We will be connecting you, sir.
Okay, madam.
Okay. Anybody has any question? I have only 3 minutes left. So please see the registration 2999 within 2 PM today. If you pay 2999, then जो कोर्स फी एक्चुअल में 19,000 का है वो आपको 3,999 में मिलता है. Just type interested in the chat box. Just type interested in the chat box. Just type interested in the chat box. Just pay 2,999 by 2 PM today. 3,999 का में आपको कोर्स मिलेगा whose actual course fee is 19,999. This is a wonderful opportunity and अगर आप लोग ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में आएंगे तो ICA का एंटायर जो हम लोग की 1000 बच्चे अभी ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म में क्लास कर रहे हैं. So I assure you that you are going to get a lifetime experience.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you.
Just type interested.
What the amount you told me for registration?
Is 2,999, sir. Only 299. 2,999.
2,999, not 299.
हाँ, 299. Sorry, is the registration amount. I'm sorry. Registration amount is 299, and the course fee is 3,999.
Okay, ma'am.
I will just wait another 5 minutes to get another 1 minute to get all the questions, and people who are interested just type I. Just type I. I means interested.
Paramita, can you send your location from where you are from? Ma'am, Bittu Sharma is another student who is sent the message to me personally.
అది తప్పు పడతాడు చంద్రబాబు గారు అసలు ట్రీట్మెంట్ కూడా ఏం అందులో ఏం లేదు.
Bittu, can
Sir,
you
we are there to.
location? Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I know, Sarfaraz sir, I'm just expecting questions from the student. I'm just expecting question from the student.
Yes, ma'am.
Questions and just type I. Just type I. We are going to connect you. If you are unable to pay through Google Pay or Phone Pay, we are going to connect you. Don't worry. Just type I.
Ma'am, there is a query
Yeah,
in
Tara
chat box.
Chandra. Wait,
Uttarakhand.
Tara
Yes.
Chandra, Uttarakhand. We will be providing course. Don't worry. Tara Chandra, just type I and we are going to call. It's online, so you can jolly well sit any Dehradun, Rishikesh कहीं पे भी बैठ के आप class कर सकते हो. So that won't be a problem. It's online.
Bittu Sharma is person is sent me. Bittu, can you tell me a location? He has sent a
Anyone
message
having
to
any
organization only.
questions? Haha, it's okay. It's okay. So, thank you so much.
Kolkata.
We are
Thank you,
going to
ma'am.
connect you. We are going to connect you. We are going to connect you shortly. So, we are closing this webinar. And thank you so much for showing so much of interest. We are going to come back to you very soon. And the next session is on GST. The dates will be given to you very shortly. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. You guys are fantastic. I've enjoyed quite a bit. I hope कि आप लोगों के साथ कुछ knowledge भी share हुआ है. So thank you so much once again, guys. So make sure हम लोग आप लोगों के साथ connectivity बरकरार रखेंगे, and obviously we will connect you soon for the another session on GST and also for the other part also. Okay, thank you so much. अच्छा, home बोल के कोई message करे तो home please mention your name. Yeah, there is a name called
Yes,
home. So
yeah, home. What is your name, sir?
Home.
yeah, Manan, you can
Can
say
we
it.
can we
Yeah.
leave, sir?
Yeah. It's that's it for today, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Miss Tara, can you provide your number from Uttarakhand? So we'll connect you.
Unmuted.
हेलो
সুব্রত জি বলো।
না ওই চুপ হয়ে গেছে, আমি ভাবলাম যে হয়তো আমার কোনো প্রবলেম হচ্ছে ওই জন্য।
না 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 very much.
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে। স্যার একটা ছোট কোশ্চেন আছে। হ্যালো, হ্যালো,
11:30 হ্যাঁ ইয়ে সুব্রত জি প্লিজ টেক।
बोलची सर सपोज क्या होता है कभी कभी जब हम कंप्यूटेशन बना रहे हैं उस टाइम अगर कुछ चीज को सपोज हम मिस कर गया, सपोज कोई क्रेडिट कोई अनसिक्योर्ड लोन घुसाने के लिए और कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट दिखाने के लिए मिस हो गया, तो अगर उसके बाद रिटर्न सबमिट भी हो गया हमारा प्लस क्लियरेंस सर्टिफिकेट भी आ गया, उसके बाद भी कोई दिक्कत हो सकता है और कोई क्वेरी हो सकता है ये छोटा प्रोपर्टीशिप फार्म के लिए?
अगर असेसमेंट ऑर्डर पास हो गया तो 90% चांस है और कुछ नहीं होगा।
ओके ओके ओके।
लेकिन अगर तुम्हारा अगर किस्मत खराब हुआ डिपार्टमेंट अलग बात है।
नहीं वो अगर आ जाएगा तो मैक्सिमम 90% चांस है इसकी। ओके
हाँ हाँ
अगर वो हाँ 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 थैंक यू सर।
So, Sarfaraz sir, thank you so much. We are completing this, concluding this webinar. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, bye. Take care. Take care all.
Bye bye. Thank you ma'am.
हेलो
Yeah please sir.
Sir,
Hello?
I'd like to know, sir, actually, I would like to know regarding whether this package is applicable for all the government employees. I mean, they can learn. Can you give any certificate regarding any government certificate like this?
Government employee.
Yes, is a government package, am I right?
Which one sir?
This one, what you told just now.
That
oh yes, this course itself.
oh it's
Can you?
yes sir please tell me.
No, is it a government certification are you providing?
We will be providing certificate NSDC approved.
Okay, okay. It is not related to government, am I right?
It's NSDC. NSDC is a part of the government, but it's not directly from the Ministry of Finance or something like that.
That's what I'm asking. Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
हेलो
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 या प्लीज
सर, ये अहमदाबाद में ऑफलाइन सीखना है, तो वो एड्रेस कुछ बता सकते हैं?
कहाँ पे सर?
अहमदाबाद में।
अहमदाबाद, यस श्योर। मैं आपको कांटेक्ट नंबर दे रहा हूँ, यू कैन जस्ट कनेक्ट विद दैट सर। ओके, अहमदाबाद
हाँ
लोकेशन यू विल गेट दैट।
हाँ, बताइए नंबर।
आप एक बार नोट डाउन करिए, 9007
9
07
933
00 नहीं 9007
900।
या अच्छा, आप एक बार चैट बॉक्स देखिए, अमित दत्ता सर ने आपका कांटेक्ट नंबर शेयर कर दिया। वो चैट बॉक्स देखिए आप एक बार सर, 9007177979 कर दिया सर। अमित सर ही है अहमदाबाद सेंटर में। आप अपना नंबर दे
ओ,
दीजिए सर, नेम और नंबर दे दीजिए आप अपना, हम लोग ये कर ले रहे हैं सर। आप अपना नंबर टाइप कर
ओके।
दीजिए सर। Yes, Amit sir, Kishore, the name of the sir and contact number has been shared, sir. Okay guys, so it's time to conclude this session. तो ये session मैं off कर रहा हूँ। I hope कि किसी को कोई queries नहीं है। Thank you so much once again to all of you guys. You guys are fantastic and thanks for cooperating with us. तो future कोई भी queries हो, you can connect with us. और फिर further अगर हम लोग कुछ seminar attend कर रहे हैं तो definitely आप लोग के तक ये पहुंच जाएगा information. Okay? तो thank you once again. Take care of yourself guys. Bye. Bye.